Hey, what's up guys? It's Joe with J Blake Photo, and in today's video, I want to show you what I think is the best setup for vlogging and doing videos like this on YouTube. Just a reminder, if you like videos like this talking about YouTube and how to record videos, how to use cameras, drones, GoPros, go ahead and hit the like button. That really helps me, it helps the channel, and it helps YouTube better work the algorithm around my channel and my videos. Now, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now and hit the little bell next to it to be notified when I make new videos. Also, lastly, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm at jblake.photo over there, and I've been posting photos from my recent photo shoots, as well as some of the landscape photos that I've been doing. And I'm gonna be traveling to Maui and Holland in the next 2 months, and I'm gonna be posting lots of photos on Instagram for there, so go ahead and follow me there to check those out. So I haven't finished my review of the Canon EOS R, but that is coming, and I've had this little camera in my hands for the last 2 months. I've done a couple of family photo shoots, some commercial video projects, a big outdoor event, as well as some headshots and a number of YouTube videos. With that, I'm here to tell you that this is the best camera that I have ever used. Yeah, it's got some quirks, definitely, but the customization, the quality, and the flexibility that this camera offers is better than anything I have ever had. But for vlogging and for doing videos on YouTube, I feel like I've kind of stumbled upon a configuration that is really cool. And it's a setup that I really wanted to share with you. So as you know, the EOS R shoots in both 1080p and 4K. But in 4K, there is the 1.7 crop, where it really kind of crops down into the frame. The EOS R also uses the new RF mount, which means you can't just pop on an EF lens onto this camera, you have to use the adapter. But fortunately, the adapter is slim, it's lightweight, and it works really, really well. I have been able to attach my EF lenses onto this camera and have had zero problem with it working perfectly. But along with the adapter and some software in the EOS R allows a really cool option, which is for us to attach EFS lenses. Now, the EFS lenses are designed for crop sensor cameras from Canon that have a APS-C sensor, so not a full-size 35mm sensor like I have here on the EOS R, and they have a 1.6 crop. Those lenses can also be purchased at significantly lower prices than their EF mount counterparts. They're also normally much smaller and much lighter. Now, I know you give up a bit of optical quality. I know that they are not going to be as good as my red-ringed L lenses that I have here, but I think for things like video shooting and vlogging on YouTube, the advantage of the size, the weight, and the cost far outweighs the difference in optical quality. And we haven't even talked about the RF lenses, these super heavy, chunky RF lenses. So if you're already working with a 1.6 crop when you throw on an EFS lens, the EOS R will automatically detect it and crop into that smaller frame. And then you switch to 4K to the 1.7 crop, the difference is minimal. In fact, let's go ahead and switch right now. Okay, so now I have switched from 1080p to 4K, and it has cropped from 1.6 to 1.7. Can you even see a difference? I can barely see it there. I'm looking right here on the flip out screen. I can't tell the difference. It doesn't look any different to me. I'm still getting very close to the 24mm that this lens is designed to be. With a 1.6 crop versus a 1.7 crop, this 24mm is gonna be closer to like 28mm, which, let me just kind of show you, that 28mm would be the same as if I were to put this 17mm lens and zoom it all the way out to 17mm, I would still get the same field of view that I'm getting out of this lens right now. And this is actually a very light lens, but it is much heavier than the 24mm pancake lens that I have on here now, and it's way bigger. So with this 24mm, I could shoot street photography, I could shoot video in 1080p, in 4K, in slow-mo, and because it's a 2.8 lens, I could shoot in a low light environment where I don't have a lot of control, which means that I can do a lot with this, and I'm not walking around with a ton of camera gear and a ton of weight and a big arrow pointing at me, hey, YouTuber, vlogger. Okay, so let's talk sound. The Rode Video Mic Pro Plus is the gold standard of YouTubers and vloggers out there. How you see it, right, with the dead cat on it. This thing is another flag that just screams, hi, I'm a YouTuber. look at me, I'm recording myself for the internet. Now, there are huge advantages to this microphone. It sounds amazing. You can point at things and you get sound, whether it's you or whether it's somebody else. The disadvantage though, is that if you have it mounted to the top of your camera and you point your camera at something else while you're trying to do a vlog or a video for YouTube, it's not gonna hear you unless you turn the microphone around, which means you gotta unscrew it, pop it off, and turn it around. Now, there are situations where that works really, really well. But what I'm doing, and what I think is really the key to this setup working just perfectly, is right now I'm using the Rode Wireless Go microphone. So right now I've got the Rode Wireless Go up on the top of the camera. It's super small, and I've got the Go mic right here on my shirt. It's not very big, it fits right in there, and if I wanted to hide it even more, I could. The other advantage, other than it just being small and lightweight, is the wireless lapel feature. I can be here, I can be back here, or I can be behind the camera completely away from it. I could be in another room and you wouldn't know. So the wireless advantage is huge, and the quality of the sound I think is really, really good, as well as the fact that on the camera, it's a very small and lightweight device, which doesn't draw a lot of attention, combined with the small and lightweight lens. As far as how you hold the camera, you can just hold it, right out on your hand. You could use a Joby pod just like this. What I've actually started to do, talk about standing out in a crowd. I normally have the Ronin if I'm gonna be carrying the camera around like that, and this is another device that I want to review soon. This is my tripod. This is a carbon fiber tripod. It weighs less than 2 pounds. It actually weighs about the same as this guy, and just a little bit less than the Gorilla Pod, the Joby Pod that I have my thing on now. So you could actually just kind of hold it out like this, and that would make sense. I just like this for hiking, traveling. It is really, I'm gonna do a review on this, but I love this tripod. Now there are tons of other options that you can go with. There are lots of other cameras that'll do this kind of configuration. There's also things like, your GoPro. And you can be, going and doing great with the GoPro. I've used this before. This is great. Jevin Dovey uses this all the time, and he does really, really well. You can also just, use your iPhone and talk straight into it. I mean, use what you have, whatever it is. But I just have loved this camera, and then fitting it with this tiny lens and this super small microphone option. Oh, I'm so excited. But whatever you have, whether it's a EOS R, or if it's a 90D, or if it's some other camera, a Nikon or a Sony, or a Pentax or a Panasonic, or anything, or just a camcorder or a webcam, your iPhone, your Android phone, whatever it is, shoot what you have to shoot, say what you have to say, get it up there. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments, what are you shooting with? How is it configured? What's your lightest weight vlogging setup? And if you like content like this, go ahead and hit the like button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the bell to get notified when I post new videos. And find me on Instagram over at jblake.photo, and I will see you in the next one. Did you notice that I switched back to 1080p? Let me know down in the comments. See ya.